Hey guys, it's the last Sunday of the month, and at Impact Church, that means it's time to celebrate communion. So go grab the closest thing you have to crackers and grape juice and we'll get started. For as long as I can remember, the enemy has used things in our lives to try to pull us apart. Social media, politics, even the church. The thing that is meant to bind us together has at times been manipulated to pull us apart. And right now, in a much more literal sense, this virus is keeping us apart. Now, don't get me wrong. It is vitally important that we listen to our healthcare professionals and our local community leaders as they try to guide us through this situation. But it is important that we not forget that we are a community in the midst of this crisis. As Keith has been saying all year, we are still a family. So one way to celebrate that and to remember that is to celebrate the act of communion. When Jesus took communion with his disciples, he used wine and unleavened bread, or bread made without flour, because it was what was on his table. I've never once myself used wine to celebrate communion. Many people have, but it's just not something I've ever done. In fact, at Impact Church, we don't even use communion wafers anymore. We use those grape juice and those weird little crackers you're supposed to put in soup. And today, I'm using root beer and crackers from when I got gumbo for takeout the other day, because it's what's on my table. The important thing is, when I do this, I do it in communion with God and in community with you. So, as they were eating, Jesus took some bread and blessed it. Then he broke it in pieces and gave it to the disciples, saying, "Take this and eat it, for this is my body." So, take the cracker or whatever it is you have, break off a little piece. And he took the cup of wine and gave thanks to God for it. He gave it to them and said, "Each of you drink from it, for this is my blood, which confirms the covenant between God and his people. It is poured out as a sacrifice to forgive the sins of many." So take your drink. Dear Lord, I thank you for this time that we could come together even when we can't physically be in each other's presence, but we could be together online with social media and just commune with you and be in community with each other. I pray that you will bless us as we celebrate this together. I pray that you will keep us safe and that you will help us get through this situation and back into each other's physical presence as quickly as possible. I ask these things in Jesus' holy and precious name. Amen.